Alright guys, good morning. Starting to this isn't what we really wanted to, but I just wanted to share something with you guys. This morning, like at 5 something in the morning, we had left some food out. It was in a bag, and then we went to sleep, and then we heard a little, like, something biting on it. You can see the little remnants, and it was little mice. And it was here, but then it went back this way, and then it went back up. And so I ended up getting this little glue trap thing, and I think it's gone, but won't know till later. So anyways, thought I had to share that with you guys. Alright guys, so welcome back to another video, and we did figure out what was going on with that mouse. We haven't seen him or her since, so that's a good thing. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the 5 things to look out for before you hit the road from beginners for beginners. The first thing that we'll talk about is expect mechanical issues. I thought I looked over everything and made sure that the bus was good to go, but it wasn't. And that's something to look out for. And our tip is to have money saved for those things. Like for us, we had bad brake rotors and we had to change it. You could also learn how to fix stuff. YouTube's a great tool. That's where I learned how to pretty much build this whole bus and learn how to pretty much do anything. So if there's a small problem, or if there's something that is, making noise in your bus or your van or whatever vehicle, just YouTube it. And I recommend to get some information or learn how to fix things is go on Facebook groups or forums. And lastly, if you really can't fix it, YouTube's not helping you, the forums aren't, then just go to a mechanic, make sure that they're credible, and contact a lot of them, get a quote for each one. You don't want to be paying more than what you should be. So pick your best one, and let's move on to number 2. Number 2, water. We thought it was going to be easy, but to be honest, it's a little bit tough depending on where you're at. To give you an example, when we were up in Oregon, it was a little bit harder for us to find water because some gas stations didn't have it. Over here, they actually have a bunch of gas stations that have water spigots. And when you're getting water, be sure to ask them, is this water potable? There are some gas stations that don't tell you. So I'm gonna mention some places that do have it. First thing is the gas stations, and again, you gotta call them. 2, parks. Some parks will have potable water. They might be at a walking distance, so if you're carrying jugs, then you can get it. But if you have like a 25-foot hose, I don't think that will work depending on where the water spigot is. 3, the water purifiers from Walmart. If you guys wanna be carrying 10-gallon jugs back and forth. We have a 90-gallon water tank, so that would suck, but we did it once. 4, if you guys go to RV parks, usually they will let you do it for free. I know that I know that KOAs, they have a fee for dumping your gray or black water tank, but they allow you to get water for free. And lastly, if you guys have family or friends wherever you guys are visiting and you're parked there for a day or 2, then fill up your tank there. Also, if you guys get a hose, make sure that it's an RV hose or a drinking safe hose, and also have it come with a filter that you can get on Walmart and Amazon, just so that you know that that water is cleaner than it is from the spigot. So anyways, let's go ahead and move on to number 3. Number 3, gray water tank. So in the 3 months, what we learned with our gray water tank and our cassette toilet is that we can average about 3 to 5 days, depending. The places that you can dump is at an RV place where they have the RV dump that you pay for, or it's free. At some gas stations, make sure to call before you go. And the other thing that we found out is that you can actually look up a water treatment plant in the city that you're in. And we've gone to a couple places and dumped our tanks for free. So just look out in those areas. So I just talked about the gray water tank. Let's dump this conversation and have Emily talk to you about the other ones.
Our 4th tip is looking for camping spots. So this one was a little bit harder in the beginning, but I think we got a pulse on it now. Some free places you can stay at is BLM Land and National Forest. These are usually really nice because you can stay anywhere in between like 10 to 16 days. Some free places you can stay at for usually one night only is Cabela's, Walmart, Tractor Supply, and I know for a fact you can say it, Cracker Barrel. And some apps that help us find these spots are iOverlander, The Dirt, Hip Camp, and Harvest Host. Some of these are paid and some of them are free, the apps and the stays, so it just depends on what you really want. And again, if you're in an area that has friends or family, just give them a call, see if they have a spot for you to park at. At least that way it's a little less sketchy than sleeping in a random parking lot that you're not really sure is going to be safe or not. And the fifth tip is laundry. We've had a few weird experiences in laundromats, so we try to really pick the best one and the cleanest one in the area. Laundromats aren't necessarily hard to find, but they're expensive and time consuming. All the laundromats are usually a little bit different. The washers work differently. The dryers either dry really well or they don't. Kind of have to be there usually for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. With technology advancing, it's cool that a lot of these laundromats have an app, but the problem is you have to download a different app every single time. But usually when we go, we try to bring cash, but in the end, if we have to download an app, then we have to download an app.
Here's a bonus tip.
Usually we try to do water fill up, water dump, laundry, and grocery shopping all in the same day. That way it's done quickly and we only have to be parked in the parking lot for one night only.
Best part is that some of these places, like the RV dumps, they will also have a water fill there, so that you can knock 2 birds with 1 stone. That's all the tips that we could think of for right now. And if you guys have any questions, please put them down below or DM us on our social media and we'll get back to you guys. And if there's enough questions, then we'll probably make a part 2 to this, and we're almost at 1,000. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up so that this can get pushed out to the algorithm. And thank you guys again for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Number 2. That was dumb. Do it again. And we've gone to a couple of those places. No. And we've gone to a couple. Stuttered. And we've gone and dumped to a.
Okay, come on. So some free places you can stay at is BLM land and National Forest. These are usually.